And we're back in the game with some more Darthmod Empire Total War, playing as Great Britain. And we're basically at the end of our campaign, as our victory objectives require only one more settlement, Gibraltar, which is currently in the hands of the Italian states, I believe. Yes. And with all the money we have, we could probably just buy it from them. If not, it would be an easy invasion with all the forces that we have. That's not a very satisfying way to end the campaign. However, I'm quite tempted to extend the campaign. We still have a lot of time left on the campaign. We're only in the year 1803, or potentially do another Great Britain campaign at some point in the future and try to paint the map red, which is our faction colour, basically wiping out every other faction. But for right now, we do need to capture Gibraltar to get our current victory objectives, and we're probably at an end turn. We do have this army in Spain, which is going after the Spanish capital, so let's just see what happens. We also have that full army, which we have just seen in Cuba. We're going to load them onto a ship and sail them off somewhere. Not quite sure where. Probably to Spain, just in case we need the forces over there. We're not going to go for that, Ottomans. And you have a lot more money, so you can offer me some more money. And the Spanish are actually coming out to fight. So we have just shy of 2,000 troops. They have about 2,400. They do have some of their very best units in this army, or in these two armies. So we are going to fight the battle. They don't have any artillery, but they've got 4, 5, 6, 7 units of cavalry. We can of course deploy stakes with our light infantry. So they've got cuirassiers, they've got guerrillas, royal halberdiers, some named infantry line regiments, some elite regiments, Walloon Guards. I believe they come from southern Belgium. Or is southern Belgium the Flemish part? I can never quite remember. But I believe that Belgium is roughly 50-50, Flemish Walloon. We also have Royal Spanish Guard and Marine Infantry. Right, so let's go and fight this battle. We may in fact be able to claim Madrid. I wasn't expecting the Spanish to come out. They've been rather passive lately. But we are still allied to Portugal as well, I think. Now, we only have howitzers, so we can find a good place for those. Here's our Grenadier Regiment, Royal Highland Grenadiers. Not sure if we've seen these in battle yet. We will very soon. Here's our light infantry. So we do have some of our Indian troops here. Alright, we actually have 4 units of light infantry. We'll stick those down on the flanks. We do have a fairly long front line to defend. Not sure if we're going to have enough troops for that. We have fairly good sight. It's a fairly flat battlefield. We will be using the explosive shells. Right, here's our general. Cavalry, we have 4 units of those. Now, who else do we have to deploy? Come back there. Right. So, lancers and lancers. We have a lot of lancers. Yeah, we'll probably have to shorten our line, I think. We do have an extra unit of line infantry. And we'll put those ones down here to cover the howitzers. Alright, let's get started. Looks like their reinforcements are coming in from back here. This starting force is going to be within range of our howitzers right from the beginning. Let's go and deploy our stakes. And we don't have any missile cav, do we? Nope, no missile cav. And their cavalry is pushing already towards our forces. Let's see what kind of damage we're going to do to them. Was that a German unit? German cuirassiers? Okay. We're going to have to get our cavalry into action pretty quick. Not really sure why they deployed on that flank. It we weren't getting any support from their other units. Right. They may do some damage over here. It's 3 units to 2. Yeah, we may lose these 2 cavalry units. I'd prefer it if you were actually firing at those. Although we are breaking at least one of their units. That's a regiment of horse. Those are dragoons. Of course, there's going to be some friendly fire here. Is that somebody firing back at us? Yes, must be. Where do they have some artillery? They don't, do they? Oh, they managed to hit our front line over here. Those were cuirassiers as well. So we have lost at least 1 unit of cav. And also a unit of light infantry. Let's try to get those light infantry back. They are on skirmish mode, so they should have pulled back by themselves. Right, we've lost both of those cavalry units on that flank. Those light infantry don't want to pull back, do they? And now they're coming after the light infantry over here. Let's throw my general in as well. They've got their guerrillas in the center of the line. We need to get rid of those guerrillas. They have better range than our forces. Right, we've lost our East India Company here. And we're going to have to get my general out. They also have a guerrilla unit down here. And my general is dead. What was his name? Walter Pennington. Oh, Walter. You did okay. Although we have quite a few units routing without taking any losses. Yes, our entire force is now routing. I have not seen that happen before. Literally every unit in the line is routing. That is highly unusual. What's that? 3, 4 units? 5? I mean, they didn't even get into combat. Wow, that is very unusual. Well, doesn't look like we're going to be capturing Madrid anytime soon. Okay. Guards, cavalry. Those guerrillas have been a pain to deal with. Right. I think that unit came back into the fight. And that one too. You're getting ready to break. Yeah, I think it may have been their cavalry. Right. Well, we're going to inflict some casualties on them. We do have other forces on the way, so even if we lose, it's not the end of the campaign. That was very unusual, seeing all those units breaking. Foot guards, guerrillas, regiment of Seville. Well, we're going to get a few more shots off against the enemy. Stop and just fire. And they seem to be able to get very close to our skirmish troops, which are on skirmish mode. Oh, our cavalry managed to come back. And who do we have here? The Swiss regiment as well. Alright. Pretty much our entire army is gone. And we got one final charge in. We still have our lone remaining artillery piece, which is now in melee. And let's end that rather interesting battle. Decisive defeat. It was indeed. I can't argue with that, now can I? Well, at least somebody survived. We lost 1,600 troops. Oh. We do have that ship that we can retreat to. Oh, they are going to follow up and wipe us out. We don't stand a chance against those. Okay. Well, there goes that entire army. I think it must have been all of the fairly high elite units that they had in that. as to why we lost. Now what do we have here? We do have an army already built up, so we can send them back to Spain. Pick them up. Now we have some elite units in this army, don't we? But we have to get them to actually land somewhere, and the port is occupied. We could come in from here, couldn't we? And we can actually reach the settlement, can't we? We can. They've refused to surrender. They've got a lot of garrison forces. And I expect this army will come down to reinforce them. We've had an election. Right, army destroyed, trait gained, construction. Right, we will keep constructing. We will also move that army. Up. I didn't get them onto the ship, did I? There we go. And sail them off. Right. There they go. Now, we did actually lose an army here, didn't we? By auto-resolving. Leave those militia units behind. They're still pretty happy. Let's add those units and go back after these. Now, we also recently captured Guatemala. Army. We'll just get a couple of units of militia so we can move our troops out. We also have some agents. Actually, quite a few agents, don't we? We have rakes everywhere. And you're happy enough at the moment. We need to capture Bogota to clean out the Spanish forces in South America. There's a good sized Spanish force there, isn't there? And a smaller sized one here. I wonder if they actually have a... No, they don't have a general. Ah, another force back here. Right. Now that we can see where their forces are, right. Let's finish our construction. And we built a new port. We've got those American forces hanging around in our territory. Ooh, we managed to actually kill him. That's unusual. I wonder if we have any more rakes close by. New Granada, another one in New Granada. You're in India. You're in the Indian Ocean. You were just successful. You're down here in Puerto Barrios. Right. We really do have a lot, don't we? I mean, we could upgrade all of these ports. That's a commercial port. And you're pretty happy. We can now get some militia units here. Let's build a ship. Get some militia. And then sail that army back to Spain. And we're still recruiting units in England, aren't we? Wonder if we have any more good quality units to recruit. Heavy cavalry. Doesn't look like any elite units. Oh, more guards units. Grenadiers, because we just lost a unit. Anything in Scotland? Ah, yes. Wonder what the heavy cavalry looks like. And nothing from Ireland to recruit. That is ship in there. It is. Okay. As far as diplomacy goes, we do have the Plains nations still at war with us, but nobody else we can actually trade with. Alright. Well, I think after that disastrous battle against the Spanish, we're going to leave the episode right here. I think I would like to take out the Spanish first, and then just claim Gibraltar. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. So until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the likes, the dislikes, which I haven't had any of yet, and the comments and subscribers.